My name is Abraham Wilson, and I know a lot about the universe. I'll teach you first. We're going to start off with all the 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, the Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So first off, we're going to start with the first planet closest to the Sun is Mercury. Mercury is also known as the smallest planet in the solar system. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, and it is the second hottest planet. Mercury is a lot like our moon, but Mercury doesn't have any moon of its own. Mercury is just a one planet, just like Venus. Mercury has craters, but they're not really like our moon. Our moon has gray craters, but Mercury's craters are a little bit white. So, do you know how it's day and night every time the Earth rotates around the Sun? So Mercury, the side facing the Sun, is like roasting hot, and the other side is freezing cold. Let's leave Mercury now and then go to the next planet, Venus. Venus is known as Earth's sister, or you can say twin. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. It is 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Venus may not be a good planet to visit, but it's very, very beautiful to look at. Venus also doesn't have any moon of its own, and Venus has thick clouds that are poisonous and also has stronger storms than Earth. So Venus has thick, hot, poisonous clouds that strings around them. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. Venus is a very huge and big planet, but Venus is a little itty-bitty smaller than Earth though. But still, it is very close in size and gravity, but they're very different on the surface. Let's leave Venus now and then go to our home planet, Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It is not too close or not too far. It is just right. It is the right distance from the Sun. You can also call Earth our home planet or a Goldilocks planet. How you can call Earth a Goldilocks planet is that Earth is not too close or not too far from the Sun. That's how you can call this a Goldilocks planet. But it's just a little bit hot in the deserts and a little bit cold in the green. Earth only has one moon, and it's 50 times smaller than Earth. You can see the moon up in the night sky. And the strongest telescope on Earth can see a candlelight on the moon. On the moon, if there's like a little candlelight. Let's leave Earth and the moon and then visit Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is cold and rocky, and there's red iron that makes it a little reddish color. And there's ice on top and bottom. There's South Pole ice under here and North Pole ice up on top here. Do you know how Mars is called the Red Planet? Because a Roman god of war with blood, and blood means red, and Mars is the red planet. Mars has 2 small moons, but they're not round like our moon. But most scientists think that the 2 moons were from the asteroid belt that goes around the Sun between Mars and Jupiter. And then suddenly Mars's gravity pulled those two asteroids, and then they became moons, and then they started to orbit around Mars, while Mars orbits around the sun. Mars's moons are smaller than our own moon, because moons are larger than asteroids. Asteroids are not really they're not really as big as a moon. They're like a little bit small. Let's leave Mars now and then go to the huge planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun. It is behind Mercury, Venus, Earth, the moon, and Mars. That's how Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun. Jupiter is the biggest planet from the sun. You have to stretch 11 Earths end to end to stretch across its middle. And it can fit 1,300 Earths into it. And you are never ever allowed to land on Jupiter because it has terrible, hard, powerful storms, stronger than the largest storms on Earth. A little storm that we know about, one storm that we know about is the Great Red Spot. And do you know how long the Great Red Spot has been on Jupiter? For at least 200 years. It has been going on for 200 years. It is the largest powerful storm in the solar system. It is 3 times bigger than Earth. Let's leave Jupiter and visit the planet Saturn. Saturn is another gas giant and has at least 60 moons that orbit around Saturn. Do you know how Saturn is really famous? Because of its rings that are made of millions of pieces of rock, dust, and ice. Did you know that one of the ice rock particles are sometimes as large as a house? Saturn's rings are a little thicker than Earth, because Earth is about here to here, and Saturn's rings are a little bit extra larger. You can't really see a little bit of the particles because they're really small. You know that you can't see a house compared to Earth, you know that? And you can fit a lot of Earths into Saturn too. Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun, and it's the farthest planet that can be seen without a telescope. After Saturn comes the planet Uranus. Uranus is a cold planet. It is an icy gas giant. Uranus's rings are like this. It goes up and down like that. An asteroid hit Uranus so hard, now it's spinning sideways. It's spinning like that. It's mainly spinning like that. That's how Uranus's ring is going like that. But Uranus's ring is much smaller than Saturn's ring. Uranus is an ice giant, and it's going to be a little bit really cold there. Uranus has methane in its atmosphere, which makes it look blue. But very similar to Uranus is Neptune, the 8th planet from the sun. Neptune also has methane in its atmosphere, but that makes it look blue. But scientists aren't sure why that Uranus is a lighter blue than Neptune. In my opinion, Neptune has more methane than Uranus. That is how I know that Neptune is darker blue than Uranus. And something else I know about Neptune is it has at least 13 moons that circle around it. The largest moon of Neptune is Triton. It is a very large moon, but it circles a little bit far away. It is probably the coldest moon of Neptune. And Neptune is the farthest planet from the sun. It is 2 billion miles away from the sun. Like 2 billion. It's very far away. It will take a lot of years to get to Neptune. But anyway, you wouldn't enjoy a good visit to Neptune. Neptune is the 8th planet from the sun. It is behind all the planets. And Neptune is beyond a Kuiper belt with Pluto inside it. I hope you enjoyed learning about the whole solar system and all the 8 planets. Goodbye till next time. Thank you.